So I want to piggyback off of a post that I made earlier today about home buying in this economy. And I don't know about you all, but this economy it's something else. And when it comes to home buying, you have to really get your financial house in order before going to buy the physical house, right? And so when it comes to your pre-approval, it's imperative that you are really looking at your numbers, really going over your finances and making a very educated and calculated decision on how much you want to spend on a mortgage. And so the cost of everything has risen, right? Everything is astronomically priced. And these mortgage payments are also really high as well. So you have increasing home insurance rates, increasing property taxes. You have your life within the home and your life outside of the home. So whatever you're pre-approved for, I believe I said 800, whatever that number is, try to go below that number, because once you buy a home, it doesn't start there. It doesn't stop there, excuse me. That is just the beginning. When you buy the home, you're going to want to buy furniture. You're going to want to buy appliances. You're going to want to make improvements and updates and add your own touches. So imagine buying a home with a lot of debt accumulated already. Think about how much more debt you're going to add on once you get into that property, and how are you able to manage this debt? How are you able to pay down or pay off the debt now that you have this mortgage payment? You have to think about your lifestyle outside of the home. What happens if you need a new car? What happens if you need to make expensive car repairs? We just have to think smarter. And a lot of times, it goes without saying, but so many people are really focused on impressing other people when it comes to buying their homes. You may have to really come back down to reality. You may have to move further out just to get you a home that is priced appropriately for your budget, so you can manage it effectively and still live your life outside of the home and still actually be able to save some money as well. You may have to get the home that doesn't have the spare bedroom. You may have to get the home that doesn't have the huge backyard. It may not have space for a pool. You may have to get a townhome. You may have to get a condo. You may have to get a fixer property that you have to improve down the road. It may not be the Instagram aesthetic of a home, but it is the home that you can actually afford. And that is what matters. You need to get a home that you can afford so you can still live your life outside of the home. And even when your costs increase, even when incidentals happen, you have the cash flow to be able to still live your life as well. So just consider what I'm saying. It's really not about having the greatest and latest and biggest home, the best home in the family, the best home in the friend group. And this is really a thing. So I just want to put that out there and make a smart decision and allow your home to increase in equity. And when the time comes, allow that equity to help you get into the next property.